What up, your boy Superman? Today we're talking about being broke in Japan, or like kind of sort of going broke in Japan. Most people come here with some sort of savings or money. You can go broke here. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Anyways, and it's like a quick comparison. Also, Tokyo versus Osaka versus countryside. A countryside you can save more, but again, there's nothing to do. It's boring, and it's very difficult life to live. Lonely wise, Osaka, it's slightly cheaper, slightly more affordable. However, again, it's still expensive because you're in the city side. Tokyo, it's way expensive, and so the money levels for each English job across the board, no matter if you're in Tokyo, Osaka, or in the countryside, is the same, right? So if you're thinking in terms of honestly saving, living in the countryside is better. If you're but it really depends on your age. Like if you're like an 18-year-old and you want to party and all that stuff, I recommend Tokyo, obviously. If you're a little bit older, I recommend Osaka. So you can still save in Osaka. Tokyo, you probably won't save crap, but you don't care. You're there for the experience, right? There, party up, maybe get a girlfriend, and then leave. Go back home, finish your college. Anyways, I started from junior college. I applied overseas app for a company called RCS. They accepted. I used my own money to fly to Japan. They gave me an ALT position. I had to teach at three high schools. Okay, I was like, okay, three high schools. And they placed me in Wakayama. It's like close to here, but it's like literally the middle of nowhere. I was really stressed at work, at the junior college. I was working kind of as a dorm person, so I was taking care of two dorms in the office and all that fun stuff, and a lot of backstabbing and office politics, and that's why I applied in the first place. Finally got there. The company, they paid for a bike for me. They paid for, basically my apartment for like the first 4 months or something like that, 4 months. So yeah, I started out in debt. At the time, also stressed out. I was just like, okay, fine, I'll just work this contract 1 year. In the end, I'll make out with some kind of money. It can't be too bad, can it? Right? A lot of people are doing this, so I was like, yeah, okay. So I convinced myself. Anyway, I started out in debt, so I had to really, really, really tightly budget my money. I think I couldn't spend more than $6 a day in food, something like that. If I wanted to, yeah. That's this period. I could not spend more than like $6 a day in food. I could never go out to eat, ever. So I had buddies, I had friends that taught English, and they were there for a long time. They made way more money than me. They wouldn't go out to eat. I was like, sorry, I can't do it. So I couldn't go out to eat, like, ever. My daily routine: woke up at 5 in the morning, had everything already prepared, had a half-hour bike ride to the station. I had to lock my bike up. I had to pay money for that bike being there, which is like $3 a day. Take a train 1 hour to the school. Once I got to the train station, I still had to walk an extra 15 minutes to the actual school. And then from there, I would do my classes, and I'd get off around 5 o'clock, wait till whatever trains, because in the countryside, the trains come like every half hour. So like, if you miss a train, you're waiting an extra half hour to an hour, depending on the day, for the next train, which really sucked. So sometimes I got home at 5:30, sometimes I got home at 6. So anyways, I'd come back home, I'd I'd pay that money, ride a half hour back home, 2 hours. I had enough time to shower, shave, clean the house. I have really bad allergies, so I had to clean the house, do laundry, a half hour of exercise, and a half hour of either video games or one TV show, then sleep. That's all. Woke up again, did it again. I just every single day. Oh yeah, and I made my own food, so I had to cook too, right? I'm not complaining, I'm just saying my budget was so tight, yeah. Anyways, I did this for 5 months total, actually. Okay, by the 4th month, I paid back all my debt. So on the 5th month, I actually already quit. I already put in my resignation. I was just like, I'm sorry, I don't really want to do this anymore. I heard so many terrible things about the company I'm working for, and the things they were trying to do to other people, and plus what they tried to do to me in the end. Yeah, that wasn't like the main reason from the start. The main reason is because, like I told you, I was at a 2-year college. Well, I finished that, so I got accepted into a really good college. So it was either finish out the 6 months there, making only $500 a month, working that super military strenuous schedule, with half the people that were truly disrespectful and not even appreciative, or finish my education. So I was like, peace out, guys. And so I went back to America, and RCS Corporation tried to take half my last check. So when I finally actually saved some sort of money, finally, didn't have to pay rent or anything like that, they tried to take half my check. Like, it got so bad, I told them very straight out, I was like, look, I will sue you. I do have some money right now, and I will hire a lawyer. In Japan right now, I called Tokyo, I will sue you if you take any of my money. And they gave me all my money. And that was it. That was my very first experience. I was teaching high school, by the way. And it was 3 of them, and each was an hour in different directions. So my friend's experience was, and this is like currently, okay, from like my previous job. I talked to my friends. We were making 2,400, which I gave you the calculations of pension, paying for insurance, taxes. In the end, you might end up with like an extra 1,000, but then you gotta pay your rent, your food, travel costs. So they're probably not saving, more than 500. That's if they're lucky, and if they're really, frugal with their money. I got them complaining to me like, cause I'm like, hey man, let's go out this weekend, and they don't even have money to take the train to meet me just to hang out. They'll take their bike. I'll take the train because I have like a few dollars, and I'll meet them wherever. But they don't have the money to do it. They're working every day hard, doing their job, teaching Japanese kids English the best way they know how with the training they got. The training was really terrible, and they're barely making it. So they're always on the lookout for more jobs. A buddy of mine is even talking about, getting certifications to hopefully get paid more and stuff like that, which is not a bad idea. Education can always further, and better your experience in Japan. And that's just in Osaka, right? So Osaka is a lot cheaper than Tokyo. Tokyo, Seattle, cost of living, same price. Amazingly enough, Seattle's super expensive. That's where I went to school. So anyways, if you're making, the average is like currently is 2,500 for 2016. If you went back even like 10 years, the average would have been like $3,000. If you went back further, maybe 3,500. So like it's steadily going down, and foreigners really don't know. They're really naive. They don't know that they're getting jacked. I mean, even now I see ads to get paid $2,000 for full-time work for English people. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, who would take that? And I'm sure there's kids fresh out the boat like, yeah, and they take it, and it's just lowering the money more and more and more and more and more and more and more. So yeah, it's pretty bad. Other buddy, they struggle too because they're over in Tokyo, right? And the cost of living is higher, right? So they're not saving much of anything. They have to take extra work like side jobs, teach privately, teach online. And when you teach online, I've actually checked out a few of them. They were doing like, okay, so you taught like a 30-minute lesson. They were gonna give you like, I don't know, like $6 for a 30-minute lesson. And I was like, what the heck? Why is it so cheap? And it made me wonder how much they're making, like, really. So yeah, it's really difficult to, I feel like it can be difficult for people to survive here, you know. And this is just in the English area. You know, I have another buddy. He's a football player. He makes quite a bit of money, so he has no problems. Another buddy, he's an engineer, and he got hired directly from Italy. He has no problems. One of my friends' father is a really high up engineer. In fact, he helped to make the first iPad, the chips and stuff for that. So he gets paid very well. So if you're an engineer, you're not gonna have any problems. I guarantee that. If you're a business person, I feel like business people are expendable. Business is like what you need. It's like the talk to make the business go. You need business plus a talent, you know. But anyways, as an English teacher, there's no future in it here. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. If you really want to be a professional, I would say get certified. I would also say get to a level of business English, and I would say try to become Japanese fluent. So pass your JLTs, become as fluent as possible, get certified so you can teach on a business level, and you should be good. You should make pretty decent money. At that point, you can start picking and choosing the jobs you want instead of just settling for jobs that will pick you. Anyways, that's the video. I'll see you next time. If you like the video, share. If you think it'll help someone, because this kind of sort of applies to most Asian countries, and you should really do your homework and compare the cost of living and the money value difference between the country where you live and the country where you want to live. Because like right now, America and Japan, the money is it's always fluctuating, but it's relatively the same. But say I wanted to go to Taiwan, I'm gonna go teach English in Taiwan. I go there, and I'm making okay money in Taiwan, but once I want to come back to Japan, I'm poor. The money difference is so dramatic, I would never be able to leave Taiwan. So that's why I would never actually work in Taiwan. Anyways, until next time, peace.